Now at 11, a growing topic of conversation is weight loss medication. We've all likely heard of the big names like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro, which are changing people's lives, but they're also causing some issues. CBS 4's Sierra Hignite explains how the drugs helping with weight loss may hurt those who need the medicine for health reasons.
The class of drug that houses semaglutide and tirzepatide is called GLP-1, and it's been around for 2 decades. However, this new craze and this off-label use of the diabetes medication has now led to new FDA approvals and a race to the pharmacy to see who can get their hands on the miracle drug first, diabetics or those on a path to a healthier life. It seems like a long-time wish has finally been granted. While it's not a magic pill, some consider it a magic shot when it comes to weight loss.
For some folks who have tried changing their diet, who have increased physical activity, tried everything else on the market, these can be a great solution for them.
Semaglutide and tirzepatide can seem like a quick fix. You take a shot once a week, you lose weight. Brands that fall under the GLP-1s are Ozempic and Wegovy, Mounjaro, and Zepbound.
You may see some initial weight loss, but if not coupled with long-term health changes, like lifestyle changes, what we see when people come off of these medications is that they often regain their weight.
Some who would be considered a good candidate for a weight loss drug is someone who is obese or in some cases overweight, might have comorbidities, motivated to also make lifestyle changes. This medication is not designed for people who just want to lose a few pounds. Medical professionals say they saw patient requests for the drugs start to explode about 2.5 years ago.
These drugs used to be very easy to come by. They would come when I ordered them. I'd be able to get them to my patients. We always had them in stock. And with this boom in TikTok and social media, this rise, that demand has far outpaced supply.
These pens can be hard to come by, regardless if you take semaglutide or tirzepatide and what brand you're prescribed. Now, of course, it can be problematic if you can't get your hands on this for your weight loss journey, but it's even more problematic for those who rely on this medication to control their diabetes.
It's really frustrating, though, when I have my patients that have to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months without it. One of the biggest concerns is that their diabetes isn't going to be controlled. And there are incredible risk factors if you have uncontrolled diabetes. It increases your risk of heart attack. It increases your risk of losing your vision. It impacts your kidneys.
To help ease the issue for diabetics, providers are encouraging weight loss patients to only use the medications designed and approved for weight loss, Wegovy and Zepbound.
The medication that's indicated for diabetes should be saved for those patients who have diabetes and need access to their medication. So we don't want to see a lack of access for those patients.
The growing demand coupled with supply chain issues resulting from the pandemic kickstarted the lack of accessibility. According to the FDA and reports from manufacturers, the supply won't catch up to demand until sometime next year.
So we're going on nearly 2 years now of a shortage, and it's not looking to get better.
And anytime something goes viral or becomes popular, there's always going to be a scammer trying to capitalize on the demand. Online pharmacies have been popping up everywhere. They don't require you to see a provider, and you get your weight loss medication shipped right to your door. Although it's often more affordable than if you were to get the medication without insurance, there's a big problem. Research shows 95% of online pharmacies are illegitimate.
It could be semaglutide or tirzepatide, or it could be saline. It could be completely something different that was put in that syringe. You have no way of knowing.
The craze is not expected to slow down anytime soon. JP Morgan is forecasting that the GLP-1 market will exceed $100 billion by 2030, and by then, 30 million people in the U.S. will be using the drug. Reporting Sierra Hignite, CBS 4 News.
As with any medication, there are potential side effects that come with those drugs. The most common side effects are nausea, diarrhea, bloating, and more rarely, pancreatitis.